No matter how old I get, I will always spell Wednesday by sounding out Wednesday. What is up, guys? ImNotMagic here, and I have an epic story to let you guys in on, because this is literally just a life-changing experience. Not really, but sort of. It was crazy. I was going to the movies with some of my friends, and this is like, fuck, this is a pretty young age. Like, I'm not that old. I'm 6th grade maybe. So, some people ask me, like, they don't get the grades because they're from a different country. 6th grade's like, I think 11 or 12 years old. Maybe even younger, maybe a little older. I'm not really sure, so sorry, I'm not accurate on that. But this is me being in my younger ages of life, so just keep that in mind because it's pretty important to the story. But I was going to the movies. I was going with a few friends of mine. You know, it was just me and, like, I don't know, 5 other people. We were going to see I Am Legend, and I was pretty pumped to see it. I love fucking Will Smith, dude. Will Smith is a fucking amazing actor, amazing rapper. So I went to go see him. I thought it was gonna be a dope movie, and it started off really fucking awesome. But the thing is there was these 2 girls running in and out of the movie theater. They were laughing. They were doing fucking regular teenage girl kind of shit, and they were like 7th graders. And there's 2 girls. They're just pissing everyone off. Like, everyone in the movie was just like, oh my god. Like, we were all thinking, like, shut the fuck up. And they're running in and out, and it was right in the middle of an intense scene. It was like right when his dog dies, I think. And they're running in and out. They're ruining the whole moment for everyone. We're just like, oh my god. And so finally, some random dude in the back of the movie theater, we're sitting like in the front row, which is horrible for you guys, but we're sitting front row, and some dude towards the back of the movie theater stands up and says, hey, shut the fuck up or get the fuck out of this movie theater. And everyone starts clapping and applauding and everything, and we're like, fuck yeah, this guy's awesome, right? And then he kind of like looks around and he's like, hey, I just got this whole movie theater to like applaud me, like, yeah, I'm a cool guy over here. And he kind of just stays standing. They keep running in and out. They totally ignored him. If you're in 7th grade, you don't give a shit about adult authority, because no one does. That's just your rebellion side of being a 7th grader, whether you're a boy or a girl. But he comes down and he like looks at him and he's like, did you hear me? I'm talking to you. Shut the fuck up. And he's literally dropping F-bombs everywhere. And we're kind of like, all right, dude, settle down now. You're just making a bigger scene than they are. And so he keeps saying it. And then I kind of like smirk. I'm just like, dude, this guy needs to shut up, right? And I say it to my friend, and apparently he overheard me. He comes over to me. I'm fucking a 6th grader. Keep that in mind. I'm in 6th grade. And he comes over to me. This dude's 30 years old. Comes over to me, he's like, you're not my child, why shouldn't I punish you? And he fucking punches me in the face. And I'm not kidding, it wasn't like his full force punch, but you could tell he was like serious. And think back to that. You're not my child, why shouldn't I punish you? That makes no fucking sense at all. You're not my child, why shouldn't I punish you? If I'm not your child, you shouldn't be punishing me. Am I the only person who doesn't think that makes sense? Because that was retarded. Anyways, I blacked out for a sec. I got up and my friend's like, dude, do you need to leave? Like, do you need like a fucking ambulance or something? Like, let's just get the fuck out. Like, I was just, like, I could feel like the bump in my head like start to grow. And fuck. So we go out of the movie theaters. We're telling the security guard. The security guard doesn't give a shit. And I'm looking at him like, I just got fucking socked in the face and you're not gonna do anything. And he's just like, alright, fine, I'll call the cops. So he fucking calls the cops. I'm like, oh, a cool guy over here is gonna call the cops. I call my dad up. I'm like, Dad, some dude just punched me in the face. My dad's fucking furious. He comes to the movie theater. He's pissed off. And the cops arrive. 2 cops come, and then they actually realize, like, hey, this is actually a legitimate case. Fucking cops in my town, right? I have so many stories about them because they're bullshit. So more cops come, and, you know, if you heard my last story about me TPing some house and getting the helicopter fucking spotlight on me, then imagine what happened here when a 40-year-old hits some random kid. Yeah, it was like the fucking SWAT team arrived. And pretty soon, like, a bunch of people started coming out of the movie early because they're like, what the fuck just happened? And they're all like, it's pretty much a riot. It's a riot without fighting in the movie theater, and the manager's trying to get control of everything. He's pissed off at me because I started this whole thing, because I'm 6th grader and I'm pissed off. I'm ready to fight this fool back. And a bunch of cops are here. They're asking me questions. We're waiting for him to come out. I'm identifying him to the little sketch artist person who didn't really draw anything down, but it was a pretty fucking big deal, and I'm surprised I'm just now remembering it to tell you guys in a commentary. But he's like taking in what I say about what he looks like and everything. And then we're thinking like, well, if he goes out the back door, he's gone and he's gonna get away. Well, the dumbass actually comes out through the front door when the movie's over. Like, a huge crowd's coming out. Dumbass comes out through the front door, and everyone just shouted, here he is. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm the dude that did it. What's going on? And he sees the cops, and he's like, oh shit. And he almost runs, and his girlfriend like holds on to him, and the cops like put him over. They don't arrest him. I wish they would have, but fuck, they don't arrest him. And they're sitting him down, they're talking to him, we're asking him questions, and he's all like, I didn't do it, I didn't fucking do it. His girlfriend's backing him up. They're being super like uncooperative and shit. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, his girlfriend just breaks down, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're going to jail!" And we're like, "Is this not proof enough for you that you did it?" And the best proof was that I had a huge ass fucking bump in my head. And, you know, it was pretty awesome because I got to take, there was a 21-year-old dude who's sitting like a row behind me who saw it happen, and he's like trying to take pictures of me. He's into it, and I think I still have that dude's number, which, how creepy that is, but shit like that, it was funny as hell. And I was getting like random girls' numbers too, and taking pictures with all these girls like grades above me. That was probably the fucking awesomest part. Like, it was a bittersweet moment for me right there, because obviously I just got fucking hit in the head, but come on, I'm getting every girl's number. That's pretty dope, right? And they're literally, I feel like it was our whole school there just like backing me up on it. It was so sick, and they're all yelling at the cops to do something. And so finally, one of my friends I was sitting in the movie theater with, she calls her dad, and this is an African American family, and I don't mean to be racist, but that's like, it's kind of important. And so finally she calls her dad up, and her dad loves me. Like, I've been best friends with her for forever. We know each other from basketball and from school and shit. We've been best friends. I've been on his team before. He comes up and he goes and talks to the cops. He's starting yelling at the dude who slapped me. And finally, the funniest part of this whole night was he goes over to the white cop and he says, "Why is this dude not arrested? Because if that was me, I would be arrested because I'm black." And everyone started busting up. The cop just kind of looked at him like, "Come on, man, why you gotta pull that card?" And like, I'm starting to laugh and everything. Thing is, the dude had the dude's friend or whatever was sitting with them. It was him and his girlfriend and another dude and his girlfriend. They were sitting with each other, and apparently the other guy was an undercover cop, and he's backing him up. Keep in mind that this dude's not only his friend, but they're in the back of the movie theater and I'm in the front, and they're saying that he punched the seat. Well, yeah, I just got a random fucking huge ass bump on the back of my head, and you're in the back of the movie theater and you saw exactly what happened. That sounds liable, right? You're fucking retarded. Don't give me that shit. And apparently we couldn't press charges or anything because the undercover cop's statement overthrew everyone else's. I literally had hundreds of kids behind me backing me up on this, but because they were kids, they weren't getting enough sources. I had 21-year-olds and everyone backing me up. Nope, didn't work. And that pissed me off more than anything. And the most ironic part of this whole story, no joke, is the fact that I later found out in 7th grade when I was going out with this girl that she was the girl that was running in and out of the movie theater causing the huge scene. I'm like, what the fuck, are you kidding me? You're the reason I got punched. You should be bitch slapped. I didn't actually say it to her. I was kind of laughing about it, but that's crazy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. This was an epic moment in my life, and I will forever remember it. So anyways, leave a like, leave a comment on what you thought. I really enjoy seeing you guys like my videos and all that. And until next time, this has been ImNotMagic, and I'm out, guys. Later.
When the world won't stop for you, or when your days don't care what you got to do, or when your weight's too tough to lift up, what do? They don't choose for you, don't let them choose. Recognize when the world won't stop for you, or when your days don't care what you got to do.